What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Monday Night Lives stream. Your boys are 12-5, headed to Tampa Bay for the wild card round of the playoffs. First time 12 wins since when, Phil?
1991.
1991. Remember 1991?
Playoffs.
We finished the season 14-2. We were victorious over the Buffalo Billies, 37-24 in the Super Bowl that year.
Greatest football team in the history of the sport.
But here we go. What's up, Tia? Says, what's up, fellas? And chat 12-5. Woo, woo. That's right. Jack Attack, welcome back, man. Good to see you again. Playoff has officially been announced. Let's go. That's right. Sunday, 8:15 p.m. in Tampa is where the game is going to be. And, none of us are going, though.
Yeah, we ain't built like that.
I would love to go. I cannot go due to
I will be out of the country.
But hey, if we win, and
I wonder how much them tickets are.
If we win, everyone in the group chat already getting theirs.
Really?
Oh yeah. If we win and Green Day wins, I believe we play at Northwest Field.
Yeah, it has to be a lower seed.
I'm almost 100% positive we play. That's what happens. If that happens, that's what we somehow will get a home field playoff game. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
It is wild.
You know, because we were pretty much resigned to the idea that this is something that I felt when I was talking to people in the parking lot at the Atlanta game, is that this was it for the season. Like, we're not coming back to the stadium, nothing, right? But there's a chance.
There is a chance, man. There sure is.
Anything
is possible. It's cold out here in the D, man. Let's go.
God damn, is it ever? We got snow out here, baby.
Yeah, we got lots of snow too, man. It's a good time. It's a good time. Shoveled a bunch of snow with my kids today. Did some sledding. My back is sore. I'm an old man with a bad back. But nothing, a little bit of a little bourbon and some Advil can't fix for you.
Certainly give you pleasant night's sleep.
Oh, for sure. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. As more people come in the chat here. Thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Thursday, we're going to be live with a couple fellas from another podcast we collabed before called the Buccaneers. We'll be on their show tomorrow night, and then they're gonna pop over and join us Thursday night. So we'll have another Buccaneers content creator community join us on Thursday evening and talk about the Bucs. Because remember, a lot has changed since we saw them week one. I mean, this team is completely different. I don't know if you guys know that, but
I think they know that.
Shotguns, let's go Packers. We were just talking, man. If you guys win and we win, y'all are coming here. Y'all are coming to DC. For the playoffs, second round. I don't know what you call that. It's not it's the semifinal round, divisional round. Divisional in the conference. Man, that would be crazy if it happened. For sure. All right, we're going to get to a real quick recap of the game here. Very boring. Not say boring, but it just wasn't entertaining. Jaden only played one half of the game. It was ugly first half. Kind of makes you wonder if the defense is going to hold up in the playoffs the way we saw them play. But nonetheless, we ended up beating the Dallas Cowboys 23-19. We're going to go over some film here and talk about a couple things.
I am going to say this. The best thing was I saw some Eagles fans chirping about Terry McLaurin.
Chirp.
Right before Terry McLaurin started catching everything in sight.
I mean, he was having
the minute they said something, it's like hands activated.
Yeah, they were really trying to get him the ball early, but I don't know what's his name. Bland, is that his name? Bland, the guy who was covering him. He just had blanket coverage on him, but they just could not get him the ball early on, man.
Just a week ago, he came right back and backed the ass up.
There was a couple plays where I felt like, Terry, you kind of stopped running on that play, dog. You shorthanded it, shortchanged it early on. He stopped running on a slant, missed the ball thrown right to him. Like, what's he doing, man? Terry's not locked in. But
I don't want to make it suspenseful, dog. Like a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Man, they always want to make it suspenseful.
Motherfucker.
Commanders finished 6 for 13, third downs, 46.2%. Cowboys 7 for 17, 41.2%. We had 269 total net yards to their 378. It just was not a big offensive game for us. 5 penalties, 55 yards, so that's an improvement to the Cowboys. 11 penalties, 68 yards. Time of possession, though, this is where they whooped our ass, man. 22:57 for your boys, and then 37:03 for the Cowboys, man. Usually it's the other way around, but they put belt the ass on that one for us and controlled the ball a lot. Let me get out of this music here, and we shall proceed. Todd Samuel, Terry. Yeah, man, Terry ended up saving the day, dude. And Mariota had himself a nice little game, too. At some point, I was wondering when the offense was struggling, I was like, all right, we're just down to seeding. At what point do they pull Jaden just to avoid getting hurt? Because they were getting to him. They sacked him, twice on the first series. He got sacked quite a few times. So at what point was Dan Quinn going to call the game just to preserve him for the playoffs? But he lasted a half, and then Mariota came in and gave us some Mariota magic, if you know the title, 327.
And Terry was out there catching more balls than George Taylor at Fox Sports headquarters, bro.
Ooh.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Dan Quinn, Coach of the Year. Yes, with my burgundy goggles on, I say Dan Quinn, Coach of the Year. But you also got to look at the Lions. I mean, the Lions are already good. Dan Quinn came from nothing to something. I don't know what the Vikings record was last year. Kevin O'Connell could be considered Coach of the Year. I
got Andy Reid. I think Quinn will win. Listen. I think Quinn will win because no one in history no one thought we'd win 12 games. That's ridiculous, right? But I think Reid wins because of this. This dude has the number one defense in the NFL with 1 Pro Bowler. He also has no Pro Bowl quarterback this year, no Pro Bowl receivers this year. You know what I'm saying? This is like the worst team Andy Reid has. Them niggas lost 2 games, and one of them they gave them the win for Denver. So really, they haven't lost 1 game.
Who you talking about?
Andy Reid.
Oh,
that's who I would vote for.
They've won these games by the hair of the chinny.
We won our games by the hair of our chin. But fucking won them. Yes, all 12 of them. I'm proud of all 12 of those.
We're in the Super Bowl last year.
You own 1 Kookaroo, Steve.
Nah.
Don't own 1.
Be all right. How many Kookaroos you own?
We got 12 wins. How many wins you got? I get it though. Like, I think Quinn will win because historically they give it to the person who made something out of
Super Bowl champions. Like they are expected to continue to be great.
I understand that.
But who else? Not standing on Andy Reid. It's Quinn. It's
I thought it was good last year.
Kevin O'Connell.
Andrews, a quarterback.
I'm just saying, Kevin O'Connell. It's Dan Campbell, the Lions. Who else is in contention?
All of them are good contenders, man.
Yeah.
But
Corey, what's up, Corey? It says Corey. I'm here for Dev's Joy Taylor commentary.
I think what's weird is you almost had to include Cincinnati's coach, but at the same time, maybe he should be fired.
Zach Taylor is horrible.
Cincinnati
is terrible, Dev.
Cincinnati had the number 1 passer, the number 1 receiver, and the number 1 sack leader in the NFL to make the playoffs.
Because their coach is not good. They fired everyone but the coach.
Did they really?
They fired all the coordinators. It's like they fired all the offensive side.
I would have fired none of them niggas. I would have fired the defensive side. All the niggas on the offensive side did their job.
Win difference. JD Rookie 5 of the Year. I think this is no question. Not even competition.
Who you think got defensive player of the year? I'm going with the boy down in Green Bay getting the defensive player of the year. Or
Kenyon Mitchell
might win it.
Who?
Patrick Surtain in Denver. He might.
No. Oh, I thought you meant defensive rookie of the year.
Oh, defensive rookie of the year.
Kenyon Mitchell from Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Philly has 2 people. You could get Cooper DeJean too, but
who do you think gets second place for rookie of the year on offense though?
Bo Nix.
You think so? Over Bo Nix or your boy down in Raiders?
Oh, Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers. It's a historic year at tight end. Bo Nix
that's
plays
true.
a premier position.
That's true. You make a good point. And he's done it with shit quarterbacks.
And he caught more balls than George Taylor at Fox headquarters.
Balls.
Brock Bowers is like Terry McLaurin, man. Terry had some garbage over these years.
I think Brock Bowers caught 100 passes.
He found a way.
I think Brock Bowers is better than Terry.
Yeah. I got the number.
God damn it. Yeah, you're gonna make me get mad with that
Todd
one.
said Jared Verse, defensive rookie of the year. Yeah, I forgot about Jared.
I'm a born again Terry fan, bro. I
Terry.
left all the Terry slander into last year, dog. I'm cured of that.
Terry's he's breaking records this year, man. I think he started too late to make I don't know if he's gonna be able to make franchise records because he got too hot.
Well, he broke the touchdown franchise record. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about like yardage and reception.
I think he's got an outside shot at that if he stays one more contract.
I don't think he does.
I think he's got a shot to be.
I'm gonna pull this up. I think Terry's a lot closer than you think to.
I was looking at it. I
think Terry's got an outside shot of getting all pro. Second team, he's got a shot, man. It's gonna be Chase and CD Lamb probably on the first team. But then second team, man, Jefferson, obviously Terry, and between them two and Amon St. Ron, in my opinion, like it's got to be one of those, two of those three.
Yeah.
If you want to look at Terry McLaurin is right now 6th all time in receiving yards for this franchise.
But you got like Charlie Taylor. You got
hold on. He is only 113 yards behind Bobby Mitchell for 5th.
That easy.
Hold on, Bobby Mitchell, like what you won't do.
Now this is what it is. He's at 63.79.
How many for Art Monk? 6K?
Art Monk's at 12,026.
So it's 6K ish.
6K gets Art Monk.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough, man.
But he's to Charlie Taylor. He's less than 3,000 from Charlie Taylor.
By the way,
he is 2,000. He's 2,300 from Gary Clark.
The problem is, as you get older, you decline more. So if he has 6,000 halfway through, remember Terry's old. He's old as fuck. So he's halfway through his career already. He's been in the league 6 years. He'll probably play another 6 years.
You think so?
He's gonna have
31 now. Is it 30? Is it 30?
Here's the thing. The only guy on here that's above Terry. Here's the thing: is that Bobby Mitchell got to where he is. He's 113 above Terry with one more game in his career with the franchise. Right?
Yeah.
Terry's at 97 games. Bobby Mitchell's played 98. Santana Moss was here for 146 games.
Terry's 29, by the way.
29.
Gary Clark was here for 122. Charlie Taylor had 165. Art Monk, 205 games.
Staying power.
Now, also, Terry McLaurin, the only guy, Terry McLaurin averages 65 yards per game right now. All right. Then you got Bobby Mitchell's at 66.2. Santana Moss, 53.9. Gary Clark, 71.7. Again, why Gary Clark isn't in the Hall of Fame is criminal. Charlie Taylor, 55.2. Art Monk, 58.7. Right? But he is that's the yard. Now, actual receptions, Terry McLaurin is 5th. All right. He needs another 428 to get to Art Monk. Remember, Art Monk broke the single season the career reception.
428 what receptions?
Huh? He's 420. He's 428 more receptions. Art Monk is 888 receptions.
I think he can get receptions. I don't think he'll get yardage. If he gets 75, 80 ish, I think he'll struggle getting yardage. I think he can get receptions.
I don't think he gets the receptions because eventually they're gonna find another receiver, bro.
That's
and the evolution of it all. Eventually, in the next 2 years at least, they should probably try to get a solid replacement for number one receiver.
You get a 2 in the offseason, then you find a new one in about.
Look. They try to find a replacement for Art Monk for 13 years.
Yeah,
let's be real.
Easier said than
Charlie Brown was supposed to be Art Monk's replacement. Gary Clark was supposed to be Art Monk's replacement. Ricky Sanders was supposed to be Art Monk's replacement. Yep. They never could replace Art Monk. Terry McLaurin's kind of got that same thing. No matter who they get in there, they're not going to replace Terry McLaurin. They may augment him, but they are not going to replace him.
I think you can get, like, just for an example, this rumor about Tyreek Hill putting the Commanders on the list. Patriots. I forgot the other two, Chargers and Chiefs. if they get, or even Higgins, let's say they get Hill in the offseason, who you think gets more yards, receptions?
See, this is the thing, though. Tyreek Hill will be 31.
Yeah, it's only a year older than Terry will be.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm wondering. I think they might not.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm on record as saying I wouldn't. I would not. I don't want another $30 million. No team has won Super Bowl with 230.
T. Higgins is going to be at $30 million.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want him either. I don't
T.
want
Higgins is going to be. Remember Christian Kirk,
Man,
number 2 who went somewhere, raised the market, and then he becomes a number 1, just like Terry did. Terry fell in right behind him on salary. So
I don't think the smart move would be to do that. We're gonna have enough money to blow to do it though. That's the thing. But I don't think that's something we should. I think we should draft a nigga high, man.
Yeah,
first.
By the way, do you know in franchise history there are 2 receivers on our team right now? They're in the top 15.
For what? 15 for what? Yardage or
receptions in a career?
It's got to be Monk.
No, on the team right now.
What's the question? Hold on, let me answer. What's the question?
Top 15 there are 2 guys there within the top 15 for career receptions.
Ertz. Hold on. In this franchise, it's on the team right now.
Oh, it's got to be Terry.
It's got to be
Terry's one.
Diami Brown.
Hold on, and
is it fucking Diami Brown? Please say it's not
franchise receptions. Franchise receptions.
Yes.
Okay, Terry for sure.
Just so you know, because I want to point this out, Diami Brown, who's been here forever. Diami Brown.
Please be Diami Brown, so I can add another thing to his name.
Diami Brown is 95th in all-time receptions.
Top 100.
Zach Ertz is ahead of him already on the career list.
Top 100. Yeah. That's better than I am.
Right. Top 15. There's 2 guys in the top 15. One is Terry McLaurin at 5. The other one's at 14.
More receptions than Terry, and is currently on the team.
No. Terry's number 5. This guy's at number 14, so he has less receptions than Terry.
It's not Zach?
Nope.
It's got to be.
Jamison Crowder.
Oh yeah, I fucking forgot he's back. Yeah, you're right.
You got to remember he had a hell of a 4 year.
He had a Pro Bowl 1 year.
He was wide receiver 1 for 2 full years, I think, after Pierre Garçon left.
Yeah,
we featured him with Kirk.
He was a Pro Bowl in the slot.
Yeah.
That year.
No. He took Deshaun's place.
Deshaun, sorry, not Pierre. Yeah. John Taman says if team acquires number 1, Terry Jersey number 2 would benefit him. He could be productive for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, John Taman. He would be productive, but we're talking about record setting, dog. That nigga will get like 50 receptions. I forgot to say hi to Jay, Commander Nash. What's up, baby? Playoff bound. Let's go. Indian Lake popping in. Hey, Indian Lake said Art Monk's been years only getting passes on pass 2 on third down. That's true. So that means he probably could have had more. I don't remember ever seeing another slot that big in my life.
Yeah,
no, he wasn't a slot receiver
unless you count George Taylor.
Ricky was in the slot.
No, actually, I'll tell you what, they used to
Clark. Yeah,
Monkey came out of the slot.
I said I've never seen a slot that big on my life until I met George Taylor. Yeah, I miss my jokes.
Balls.
George Taylor jokes write themselves.
Yes, I didn't have the boom boom. I lost it. Yeah, gang. This is my Redskins trapper hat, man. I got a Commanders one too, but it's cold over here. You know, I feel nice and snuggled in this. Tim Calloway, what's up, brother? Amazing season, 12-5, man. Hey, like I said, surpassed all of our expectations, man.
Yeah, house money. We lose tomorrow. Fuck it.
Yeah, who cares? We're still happy.
Yeah,
like
I was happy 2 wins ago.
I know. What are you talking about? I had 7. I was happy 5 wins ago.
Honestly, keep it real.
Yeah, Higgins is the only one. The free agent market is not looking too good. Excuse me.
I wouldn't do any of. I can't play like Higgins, by the way. I like Higgins, by the way. I like Hill. I like all these free agents, like everybody should. But man, $60 million or near that with 2 receivers is nuts, bro.
I mean,
I don't know.
That's why Cincinnati.
Zacchaeus can figure out which way to turn his hands when he's running.
Man, if Zacchaeus is a top 3 receiver on your team.
So here you go. Here's the free agents for next year, right? Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, I'd take Stephon. I'd take him, but I don't.
31.
I said I want him, but
T. Higgins is 25.
I'd take him.
I'd take Keenan Allen.
I'd take him.
He's 32.
This kid's gonna be cheap, and you know he's still gonna be good.
Amari Cooper. He's 30.
I'd take him.
Chris Godwin.
I'd take him.
Brandon Cooks, 31. I feel like that dude's like 40. Deontay Johnson, DeAndre Hopkins. I wouldn't
take get him now. Ain't he a free agent?
I would not take DeAndre Hopkins.
I would take DeAndre Hopkins. You tripping?
Dude, he's got like nothing with Patrick Mahomes. What makes you think he can do something here? He did nothing.
Pull up his numbers. He's been hurt though. He's been out a couple games.
No, dude, he's done nothing. Even with Patrick Mahomes, he did nothing.
He's been hurt.
I think you're giving him a lot of credit because he's DeAndre Hopkins.
He started 8 games, 56 receptions, 610. 56 for 610.
Right now?
That's what he did this year.
Yeah, I think he set out 8 games or some shit. How many games he played?
He played 8.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He played half the season, bro. He got 57 receptions. Yeah, you can play that. That nigga's still nice.
Mike Williams, Pittsburgh, Robert Woods, Houston, Marquise Brown, Kansas City, and then KJ Osborne, Darius Slayton, Nelson Aguilar, and nobody else really on the list to even.
Man, I would take about 7 or 8 of those receivers, man. I ain't gonna. I take Keenan Allen to come in here and be the number 2 receiver. You tripping? That's a humongous upgrade to what we have now. If the
price is right.
Yeah, don't get me twisted. I like every one of them. And if you told me they paid Higgins for them $30-something million to come here or more,
but I don't know.
I'd be cool with it. It's not what I want, but I'd be cool with shit, dog.
I don't want to trade for a receiver. I'd rather Peters just draft a guy.
Shit, I don't know how much I'm gonna bring up Hill Spot Track. Hill Spot Track.
I don't know who we traded. Marcus, what's up? Marcus Edelin, Sports View 2 on Facebook.
He'll make $26 million a year. I think his cap hit's $18 million. Next year, base salary is $10 million. 6 signing bonus.
I love Cheetah. I just don't feel like he fits the personality for this team.
Now he's $28 million cap hit.
What they've been doing, and
the thing is, you got to worry about with him in 2026. That nigga's a $51 million cap.
What's up, Phil?
He's a $51 million cap hit in 26, bro. They can't board his shit until 28, 27, 28, 29.
Yeah, Jack, Jaden going to Pro Bowl's rookie year. That's crazy. It's voted by the fans, it's voted by coaches, and it's voted by the players. So you can't just say we voted him in. Yes, we did our part as fans, but so did players and coaches. So
and by the way, we got 11 alternates. I think was the most in the league, right?
Crazy.
11 fucking alternates. Well, they're all going to play in the Pro Bowl. The alternates always play, so they'll all be there.
I mean, if we don't go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. If we don't. Orlando, in Orlando, which is whack. They need to rush you back to Pro Bowl Stadium. That's whack. I don't know. How you think they could fix the Pro Bowl?
Make it after the Super Bowl again. Then you get people to play. Make it a destination place. They don't have it in Hawaii anymore now. It's other places nobody wants to go.
Bring back quarterback challenge.
Challenge.
I tell you what they should do. This is what they should do on Friday. They should kick it off on Friday, have concerts, interviews, talking to the players and shit. The second they need to have like a volleyball game, softball game, tug of war, run the 40s.
They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that because they can go ahead and get hurt.
They should do all.
No, they want to run the 40s. They don't want people to come up a lot shorter.
And
then all of a sudden, contract
comes. But it's after the fucking season,
said you
bro.
Were a 4-3 guy.
They should bring retirees back. They should bring retirees back to run the 40.
Man, they should definitely do it.
Daryl Green to win every year,
and then have the game on Sunday, bro. They should do all that, dog. They should do like
how crazy that'd be if you had Prime, you had Dion, you had
that nigga can't. You see Prime's feet, nigga? What he gonna do? You see his feet?
No.
His feet look like Joy Taylor's knees, bro.
Joy Taylor, man, I need these drums. Where's this stupid? I need it. There we go.
That's it.
India Lake says for years, riggers on first, riggers on second. Joy Taylor's to move the chains on vagina. Yeah, John wants to see Diami. I don't know, man. I think Diami has a shot for getting a 2-year deal.
For what?
I
hope so. Just to get on the field skin. The only reason I just want him here so we can keep adding on to his name. Right now we're at downtown, dynamic. Get the first down, put the ball on the ground,
drops,
put it on the ground.
First down, ball on the ground.
Yep.
Diami Brown. It was almost through a touchdown. Diami Brown, bro.
Diami was robbed of a touchdown pass.
It was almost throw the
ball. We're gonna watch that
touchdown.
Honestly, I was shocked that Ozzie dropped that. I mean, that was like.
Yeah, he threw a dot.
He couldn't figure out if he wanted to basket catch or hand catch, and
yeah, that's exactly what it is. He didn't know if he was going to catch it with his chest or catch it with his hands, and he just kind of did something in between. Yep.
If we had lost that game, he'd have got the Glock Duke if he had a loss. I don't even know who to give the award to, but I'm going to give it to somebody.
Somebody. India Lake late rounds.
What did Johns do?
Noel, Torrey Hort. They said they're keeping Brian Dayball and they're keeping their GM and coach.
Play the music. Early Glock Dookie Award.
Early Glock Dookie Award. We're just going to knock it out right now. Stand by.
Hey, Aaron look like Dookie Ward goes to Coach Dable and the Giants for keeping Coach Dable with the Giants, bro. That's fucking crazy.
That's amazing, isn't it?
We keep winning. It's like the gift that keeps giving, dog.
It's amazing.
And they lost draft position because they kept winning.
Correct.
They're like, what, the 18th pick now? Some bullshit?
Yep.
I'm joking. But they definitely aren't
They
number
went
one.
from 1st to 5th.
Damn.
Isn't that messed up?
Quarterback for you. No
Isn't that messed up?
I think they could probably trade for McCarthy, though. Hell, they might get, Bazooka Joe from New England.
Joe Milton.
Yeah, Bazooka Joe.
I made this silly little AI video of Brian Dable after he found out his job was safe this morning. Check it out.
Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Makes for
highly racist. I don't even know why, but it feels a little racist.
I see yeah. However you want to classify it. Everyone's chiming in on these wide receivers, man. Tim Callaway, T. Higgins wouldn't drop the passes Noah Brown dropped. Phil Bullock, he's not happy here. D Hop would be nice.
Yeah, I like D Hop. He's
Connect 4. It's Connect 4 a game they play. It is.
What are you talking about?
It's one of the new Pro Bowl games, maybe.
I always throw the ball. Yeah. Like, I'm just saying, man, look, have the shit on Friday, have all the meet and greets and concerts and shoot with celebrities. Then Saturday, have all these little mini ass games and shit, softball, fucking goddamn flag football, tug of war, 40-yard dashes, Connect 4, all them shits. And then Sunday, play the damn game, bro.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do. Y'all tripping out here. Everybody would like more football, man.
It would. Tim says Cooper getting old. Yep, we got to get younger. Everyone's saying Luther
Cooper,
Burden.
Same age
Everyone likes
Terry,
Luther
basically.
Burden. Just because Luther commented on JD's Instagram post, now we're getting Luther Burden. So we'll see.
Get him in second or third round.
Marcus says joy to the world and skip Diddy. By the way, I was re-signed De'Ami Brown. There you go.
I like joy to the world.
Yep.
Hey, leave Shannon out of it. He ain't nothing to do with this shit, bro. Leave Unc out of it, man.
I know. 2025 schedule. It's going to be nice.
You know, Unc got in on that.
By the way, we should all go to Miami.
Single fuck, no.
We should all go to Miami.
Maybe that's the chick that he was in bed with when he had his when he left his phone on.
Oh shit.
You guys,
you ever see that documentary called "Don't Fuck with Cats"?
No.
Watch that shit. But it's about guys. They took a picture of this dude was mistreating cats. He caught on the internet, and they could use the thing as a picture to find this nigga all the way across the fucking world, dog. He's like a serial killer. They found him. The police couldn't find him. There's a group of people on Facebook called "Don't Fuck with Cats" that found him.
Oh shit!
On the internet. You ever found him on the internet in another whole country?
You ever see how those guys on 4chan fucked with Shia LaBeouf when he had his he had some flag, his anti-Trump flag, and they decided to fuck with him, and they used like sun positioning and star positioning and weather reports and all that, and they kept finding his flag no matter where he tried to hide it. It's a fucking most hilarious shit ever.
There's a guy on TikTok named Jose Monkey. If you're into that stuff, he says he finds people. People just says, "Hey, Jose Monkey, find me," and they do a 360, and he finds exactly where they are in the world just by that 5-second 360 clip. They did pretty cool.
Life is scary, man.
Yeah, our 2025
killer.
2025 opponents. We got the NFC East, of course. The Bears, the Lions, the Seahawks, the Broncos, the Raiders at home. On the road, the NFC East, of course. The Packers, the Vikings, the Falcons, the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Dolphins.
I'm not scared of any of those teams except for
I ain't scared none of them mother.
You guys want to go to Miami for the away game?
Yeah, who gives
South Beach?
I told my wife no more we are
days.
going to no trips this year, bro. Not one. Not one. Maybe Nashville. That's downstream.
Wide receiver in the mid-round to help develop. Yeah. Callaway Cooper. Todd says Luther Burden, Kyron, Lacey, Isaiah Bond. Good names. Akugba, Amika, Egbuka. I think that's the Ohio State guy. Ohio State, man, they just stay producing wide receivers.
Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, wide receiver, you, man. All right. We're going to look at just a few pieces of film today. Just a very few. There's only a couple plays that, I had a bunch keyed up, but
Corey Brooks is going out there a little bit too, bro.
Nothing in the first quarter is worth mentioning, besides it was a terrible first quarter. Second quarter, Jamison Crowder muffs the punt. We're not going to watch that. Trey Lance,
and that's what makes me hate the fact they got rid of the punt return interference rule.
Yeah,
because he was certainly interfered with.
I think it was. They just didn't call it. Unfortunately,
they got rid of that rule.
Yeah,
I looked it up. I was like, when did? I was like, when they get rid of that rule? And I looked it up. I was like, oh shit, last year.
There was a set of 3 plays which I was hoping we were going to hit on. This is the second quarter. Second quarter going into let's see here. It is 6-0. It's the second quarter, 6:52. It's 2nd and 10. So these next 3 plays consecutive, it actually works out. Were plays that we took some shots and I thought we were going to hit on. So let's take a look.
Oh, we just started again right at Mariota, huh?
No, this is still Jaden. Second quarter. Went deep for Diami. I feel like he underthrew him, so Diami had to turn around a little bit. Normally Jaden hits those, man. Normally Jaden hits those.
He was gone.
That would have been house.
This he dropped it.
Hits him in stride. I mean, look at that. But Diami Brown turns the other way and just takes it on the back. Unfortunately, that was a good play. Jaden usually doesn't miss those. Just watch it again from the back. Pow 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 pow. There you go.
I got a feeling we're gonna find out like Jaden was hurt or something at the end of the year after the season's over.
Well, this next play, the immediate next play, he scrambles for 16. Man, it's a fantastic play. Check it out. Empty set.
His legs work. I'm talking about maybe something up with the shoulder or something.
Yeah.
Neck.
Look, I mean, no one was looking. Just a quarterback draw.
Hey, yeah, you go man, and that means everybody got their back turned to the quarterback.
I mean, look,
everybody got their back turned. This nigga, look, back turn.
I don't know if that was planned or he just saw it and ran.
I think the blocking in that play is designed to create the lane.
Let's watch it. Let's watch the linemen. Do they turn their guy outward to create a hole in the middle? Actually, these guys up here are turning the guy right. These guys here are turning the guy left. And maybe Jaden just picks left or right of the center in the 1-3 hole.
Yeah,
I think that that's like just that play where they say if they go all man and they turn their backs to the quarterback, you take off running.
Yeah, good play though. Either way, great play by Jaden.
He's real hard to get a hand on too. By the way, for such a big target that's 6'5", he's really hard to grab.
And then after this play, the next play is heartbroken. I was heartbroken. The next play is the end around pass to Diami Brown, double pass where he threw it to Zacchaeus.
Throw the touchdown.
And Zacchaeus screwed up. Dynamic. First down, put it on the ground. All the way downtown, Diami Brown. Could have had it. There you go. Look, wide open.
The funny thing is, I knew y'all were ready. Y'all were ready to just light me up in the group.
Phil, you don't even know. I mean, I will say, look, he's wearing a glove, and I keep forgetting that Diami's a lefty. I was actually surprised when you break this play down. He actually steps up in the pocket instead of running right into the
we're gonna find out he's playing quarterback or something.
Watch this. I thought he was gonna hit Micah Parsons. Like right there, he steps up and climbs the pocket. I was shocked. Freaking OZ, man.
The pass looks so good, bro. The pass looks so good. I was like, did that McCaffrey through? That's when I first thought McCaffrey that threw that ball.
He had these guys beat. That one
sucked. You asshole, bro.
That one really sucked.
One time a game, dog. You do some dumb shit, bro.
Dev, we talk about this. He does it one time every
game, man. Just some crazy as shit, bro. He's like a Sour Patch Kid, man.
I mean,
versus sour and sweet.
Hit him right in the hands.
He makes up for it. He makes up for it.
He does. And then at the end of the half, the Cowboys go down, and they actually should have scored, but then they went 1st and 9, incomplete pass. 2nd and 9, up the middle with Rico Dowdle. 3rd and 2 from the Washington 2, incomplete pass, and then 4th and 2 from the Washington 2, incomplete. They should have scored.
Wide open touchdown, by the way. He just underthrew.
Our defense stepped up big time.
And then
that pass he threw
on the ball
on that 4th down, though, that Lance or whatever fucking dude named threw the ball, man. That motherfucker was open. He was wild. They just underthrew him.
They dominated time possession. Second quarter, 9:31 to 5:20.
But remember, he underthrew him because he was underthrown because our defense had him scrambling all over the place. One like he underthrew him because he just sucks.
Does you think that's enough for Trey Lance to get someone saying, "Hey, I want that guy"?
That's enough for him to be a backup somewhere.
Yeah,
I mean they did the same thing with the last guy who's a backup, Cooper Rush.
Yeah,
you know.
Yep.
So that's
John
obviously
says
means
on
they're
the
coaching.
on the JD run, looks like from the back angle, once he clears Micah, he took off. Don't blame him having Parsons behind him. Yeah.
That's what I think. That's what, like I said.
Jaden says, Marcus says, Jaden said on Sunday Night Football, his body's getting used to playing a longer season since he really had the season off. I think a lot of rookies struggle with that. How many games they play as a college? You play what, 9, 10? I don't know the number. I think it's 10, 11, something like that. Johnson, yeah, he missed wide open guys.
Except for now with the playoffs, if you're an actual like top team, you could play up to like 14.
This is Jalen Tolbert for a Trey Lance pass for 28 yards. And I will say this is on BSJ, but BSJ didn't have a terrible game. He played pretty decent.
Nah, bro, he did not.
No.
I don't think he played as bad as some of
he was the worst defensive back on the field, bro.
Nah, Mike Davis was out there.
No, he wasn't. I didn't see Mike Davis, by the way. Was he out there?
I did.
I didn't see him do shit.
Nobody
I didn't hear his name called or nobody burned him up or nothing.
Nobody decided to cover the flat. Nobody. All they do is take a drag across the field.
Baby.
Terrible.
Tackle.
But they end up hitting another field goal on there as field goal extraordinaire.
That's what we need next year. A goddamn kicker that don't like get accused of rape.
Yeah.
McManus. We need to find a kicker that does not know Joy Taylor.
McManus.
Right. That's free.
Free. Team Knockout, what's going on? Said Jalen Hurts doubtful to play Sunday, could be huge. Yo, so first off, thank you for tuning in. I don't think we've interacted with you before, Team Knockout, but thanks, man. Appreciate you. Yes, Jalen Hurts is still in concussion protocol. Do y'all know that?
They still put up 35 a game without him.
I'm just saying, it's crazy. He must really be messed up.
Green Bay's defense pretty good though.
But Jordan Love's hand is hurt.
Yeah, he might be out too.
And Christian Watson tore his ACL.
Yeah, that's sad, bro.
It's very sad. Yeah. It's very sad. You don't ever want to see that.
I don't like Christian Watson. I think he's overrated. But I don't. You know, Green Bay's receivers are weird as fuck, dog. Like, especially if you sports bet or anything, it's like a new one does something every day, but the last one that did something never does. Like 1 minute is Wicks, then it's the other guy, then it's the other guy. It's like every week it's a different receiver. So yeah, it's like no consistency. I don't think they have a 1,000-yard receiver on Green Bay's team or a 1,000-yard rusher, do they?
Ever since they
got a rusher, I think.
It's been kind of like, whatever.
I don't think Green Bay has a 1,000-yard receiver.
John said Davis was out there, but it was something of a stray dog left behind.
Yeah, that's a more receiver though.
Yeah. Here we go. This is so we're about to score. It's 3rd and 5 on the Dallas 34, 5:36 in the third. So we're into the third quarter. Marcus is going to hit Zacchaeus for 29 yards.
No one had 1,000 yards on Green Bay, by the way. The highest was 857. Jaden Reed.
This is where OZ makes up for it. He dropped that beautiful, arguably one of the nicest passes of the year from De'Ami Brown for a touchdown. He makes up for it with this play. Tough catch. Good for you, OZ. Could have
almost made up for the touchdown pass you dropped.
Almost.
Mary Floater.
Marcus Mary Floater. Great play. Tough catch, man.
Give me these.
That's wide receiver 2 territory right there. Then he ends up scoring Zach Ertz the very next play for 5 yards, man.
Zach missed his bonus by reception, didn't he, or some shit?
Mr. Yak, no Yak Zach.
No Yak Zach.
I love these almost pick plays. Like they're so teetering the line of non-interference where you just kind of run in front of the guy and move out the way real quick. Like, look at that. I'm out of the way. He's lucky he had room to wiggle because OZ could have got it.
He could have ran inside. Oz could have got a touchdown. Run inside. That's touchdown inside.
Yeah. Great play, man. So at that point, it's 10-9.
Can we get McCaffrey a touchdown for the season's up, though?
Please. It'd be nice.
Jeez.
It'd be nice. Boom. Great.
I'm glad to see Eckler out there. He didn't get a lot of carries, but he was out there running some plays.
Yeah, just to get action out there was great.
Yeah, I like seeing him.
Tim said Noah got burned on those crosses, but I understand it.
He get burned every game too, bro.
About Igbo,
I want to get rid of both of them. And I don't want to get rid of Igbo. Igbo needs to be here, but he don't need to be playing.
A link to every team's opponents for 2025.
The link didn't pop up.
I have to copy and paste.
All right, virus.
Sorry, it doesn't work. Oh, good, Jack. Thank you for tuning in, man. We appreciate it. Marshawn's got a place for us Sunday to win. St. Juice and Davis can't do it with McMillan and Evans. So Marshawn and Evans. Have you seen the montage video They go at it, man. In the NFC South, they are like number one rivals. They hate each other.
What are you talking about?
Marshawn Lattimore and Mike Evans.
I never do that shit.
They fight.
They do not like each other.
It's bad, dude. Yes. Every time they go up, it's a battle.
I love tough guys, dog. Pause, not in the gay way. I know some pride over there or whatever. But
Marshawn's got to play. We cannot play the Bucs.
I like the enforcement type players, man.
Yeah, but that third quarter, Dallas dominated us 11-15 to 3 minutes and 45 seconds time of possession, man. They really handed it to us. But the quarter ends, it's 10-9, the Commanders. Now let's go to the fourth quarter. There's just a couple plays I flagged. So Brandon Coleman got injured early in the fourth quarter on a 22-yard pass to Zacchaeus. We're not going to show that one, but what I am going to show is a little more Mariota magic. Mariota was looking nice, man. I don't know if you guys saw that. He ended up scoring a touchdown, and we're going to look at the last play of the game, last drive of the game, where he, I think was the most important play of the game, personally. If you guys know the play that I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
We'll get to that one here in a second. So this one is Marcus Mariota for 5 yards. What? Stand by. The video was just
I just want everybody to understand that the only Asian guy on the thing is doing tech support.
Oh, bro. Come on, man.
Just let everybody know this. Just
come on,
all the listeners
man.
And Steve is a very Asian guy fucking up technical stuff, dog. Just let everybody know. Because, I ain't going to fuck up blunt rolling or sprinting.
There you go. Yeah, I'm hearing an H-1B visa, man. Relax. All right, here you go. This is Mariota, left end for 5 yards and a touchdown.
That's a joke, everyone. Don't go.
Shakes him off. He says, "Rah!"
He's still in black jobs. Oh,
look at that.
That was not.
Got him.
That was
got him. Tough play,
I would like to see what happened if he had to take the hits that are dive. That's what I want to see what would happen.
You know what's funny? Nobody went for Eckler.
Yeah, they try and get Travis Hunter.
Boom. Yeah, they
Hunter. He would have.
Nobody went for Eckler. But man, Mariota scored a touchdown, man. That was pretty dope. I liked it.
Yeah. Man, I was literally on FanDuel, get ready to put it in to him score on a live bet. Literally, I had one button push and he hiked it.
And you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was mad at shit.
Yeah, really drive to play. That's right.
Knicks getting destroyed by Orlando. No starters playing. Fuck it.
No starters for the Knicks. Okay.
No starter for Orlando.
There was a play. We'll go to 10:33. We'll show a play from Trey Lance, man. Like I said, I don't know if you guys think Trey Lance did enough to earn a look from another team, but
he's definitely a solid backup.
I don't know his contract situation either. Remember, he was on the rise in San Francisco when he tore his. He had a terrible injury, whatever it was. All right, 10:33 in the fourth.
That motherfucker was never on the rise.
32. No, he was playing. He was like. Was he 9-5 as a starter? It wasn't something like that.
I don't think he can play 9 games total his whole year, his life.
All day to throw. And this is what was pissing me off. The Commanders did not blitz him at all. You always blitz an inexperienced quarterback. They just were rushing 4 every play. I don't know why. There's no receivers who you're afraid of. They just rush 4 every play. They barely blitzed. All day long.
Yeah, that one I didn't understand.
All day long. I don't know, man. But Brandon Coleman eventually ends up coming into the game.
He only played 8 games his whole career for San Fran.
8 games
total, his life and his whole life. He's played more games.
I want to say that year though he got injured. He wasn't doing too bad.
Man, that
he was starting to come around.
That nigga's best year. He had 57% completions in his 41%.
Hey, I said start, man. I said start.
Yeah. Yeah, 48% completion next year.
Yeah.
That nigga's trash.
All right, we're going to go to the fourth quarter. 33 seconds.
We both wanted him, though.
We did. Because that was some slim pickings. That was Trey Lance. Who was the other guy? That quarterback class was terrible.
Hey, y'all, hold on. I don't want to hear it because I heard how great that quarterback class was. That was
I remember too. Matt, what's his name, right?
That was whatchamacallit. That was the Trevor Lawrence class.
2021.
This is the greatest quarterback class since 1983. Bullshit. I told people then I said this class is so overrated.
Yeah, it's Zach Wilson. Trey Lance went 2.
Yeah, that's going to be a move that's haunt San Francisco forever.
Now, Lawrence went 1. Zach Wilson went 2. Trey Lance went 3. None of them niggas is good.
Nope. I mean, Trey Lance was okay. I mean,
Trevor
Lawrence was okay.
Justin Fields went 11. Okay. Mac Jones, not good. None of these niggas start except for Lawrence. He's not good. That's a year we drafted fucking Jamin Davis.
Thanks, Ron.
Well, he sucks.
We could have had Michael Parsons.
Yeah, we could have had. We would have traded
Jeremiah or Musu Kimura.
We would have had to trade up to get him, but yeah, we could have got him.
All right, so this is 33 seconds left in the game. This is a little bit of the Mariota magic that kept us alive, and this play right here was the main reason that we won. It was 4th and 1. I thought
this was a beautiful play too.
I thought we were just gonna line up and Marcus fall forward, bro. It ain't that much. There was no B-Rob. You notice Brian Robinson was not in the game for this.
Yeah, I was wondering why they in shotgun. It was weird, right?
Whoop.
Sucker. Hey, old Mariota would have been out, bro. Oregon Mariota would have been
gone.
Out. He would have been out.
Gone. Yo, what a keeper.
Though.
I don't know if this was film study. I don't know if this was Marcus, if this wasn't even an option or it was a full keeper the whole time.
It looked like
this
play,
it was an option.
This play was amazing. And for him to know to keep it, because he probably realized they're like, man, he ain't going to keep the ball. This is old ass Marcus Mariota, you know. But
look at the disgust in Parsons' body language, man. When he see it.
He totally,
he was like, dude, I told you what to do. Like he's like, look, I told you. I had the running back. He had
Eckler dead to rights. He was probably like, listen, I got the running back. You get the quarterback.
It looks like he told him exactly that, dog. Because he gets so mad if you watch the game
but
live. He's so
if you
mad.
Notice when Jaden does this, he holds the handoff longer. Mm-hmm. Look how fast Mariota does this. Yeah, and he doesn't run outside. He runs straight forward. Watch how fast Mariota does it.
The Hawaiian blur, bro.
Bloop. Like normally there's a whole torso twist and you're selling it. It was just one more time full motion from this angle and we'll just
the Honolulu honey badger.
It was amazing. Oh,
he's out. Don't skate.
Yeah, the old Mariota would have.
Yeah,
hold on. I do want to see that. Is that a linebacker out? No, a safety crept up. A safety crept up. So this guy's covering this guy and a safety comes in the box.
That's a linebacker, bro.
Got him.
Yeah, he's out, man.
Beautiful.
Damn, we could have blocked a little bit on that.
That's too dynamic. Come on. Yeah. That's too dynamic for him.
Block downfield, De'Ami Brown ain't on there.
We don't block down De'Ami Brown. Like, what a play, man. What a play. He saw the hole. He knew the outside was.
He saw the Joy Taylor.
He did.
Beat me to it.
I did.
Good play, Mariota.
Just
good play.
It was a beautiful run, though. I saw that design run. I was like, yes.
All right, and let's watch the final catch of the game from Terrence McLaurin. It was a beautiful play. This was this was everything that everyone's hyping it up to be.
I mean,
game winner.
It's the kind of play that a number one receiver makes, Phil Bullock.
Yeah.
I'm glad I ain't got to hear these jokes no more.
Indian Lake said that's the biggest 4th and 1 play since Riggins. I don't know if I can remember another one, but that was a huge play, man. That's gonna go down the books for
diving end zone.
Was that a 4th down though? I don't know. Or 4th and 1. Seemed like me. I was watching Dallas. We're trying to lose the game. Ugly. Yeah.
Seems like we break Tampa Bay in the playoffs every year. So like.
All right, this is the game-winning touchdown from Mariota fade to Terry. I thought it was gonna be a quick slant to Ertz, but I think you had the quick slant too. Look,
no, I kept
linebacker got back.
I was thinking fade too.
Ooh.
I figured a fade. If they don't get it, it'll go out of bounds, incomplete. We kick a field goal. We go overtime.
They doubled Ertz.
Daniels in for that play.
They doubled Ertz. Believe it. Look, they doubled Ertz.
Ertz is the red zone guy.
Yeah. What a play by Terry, man. Just although his silly is not a big fan of it. His peekaboo. Great play, great toss.
Here's the thing about Terry. All right. That did break.
Look at that.
The franchise record for most receiving touchdowns in a season.
Right on the star.
Yes. He's the only player in franchise history to have a 75 plus receptions, 1,000 plus receiving yards, and 10 plus touchdowns. So he did break a franchise record yesterday with that touchdown catch.
Multiple 13 touchdowns.
Yep. And him and Travis Kelce are the only active players to record 75 plus receptions and 1,000 plus receiving yards in 5 consecutive seasons. So Terry's just doing it, man. These little seasons we used to kind of jab at him for, and because he wasn't getting all the big yardage. But
Terry doesn't have Terry. It's funny because ever since Terry got paid, he's developed a little bit more of an attitude. But remember when LE used to be on here and he used to hate on Terry because he said that I want my receivers to be divas.
Yeah, because the divas were the most productive in the league at the time.
I was all with the Terry slander. I told you I'm done with it, but I agree. I agree, man. I will
say Terry does have a little bit more of that diva swag to him since he got paid.
Yeah,
since he getting passes thrown to him, probably is it?
Someone educate me. Indian Lake says, I love Terry's story about the cookie jar at grandma's house. I don't know that story. So drop a link, reference it. I don't know the Terry McLaurin.
We don't know the cookie jar story, man.
By
cookie jar, do you mean Joy Taylor?
Maybe. I don't know.
Her goodies.
Cookies are for everybody.
Yeah.
Community cookies.
Something for everyone, right?
Not me, unfortunately.
Not you, Deb. Unfortunately, at Fox 1 Sports at least.
Yeah, unfortunately. Right. I was not in the pay grade, I guess.
Do we need to do an overreaction Monday? I think we're okay. Although my overreaction, that defense is kind of suspect if they can't figure it out for playoffs, man.
My overreaction is we're going to Super Bowl. That ain't happening, but it's an overreaction. It's overreaction.
Yeah, it is an overreaction.
A lot of work can fix a lot of things, bro. You forget he played against that nigga like twice and sometimes.
Yeah, he can fix a lot of things, man, for sure. 100%. 100. All right, stock up, stock down, real quick. Who raised their stock? Whose stock went down?
Stock up, Marcus Mariota. We have a backup.
I hope they resign him. He's on a 1-year, $6 million deal.
Yeah,
I resign the guy, man.
But stock down.
Stock down.
The interior of our defensive line.
Yeah,
I want James Winston to come in here if he's
zero push. I'm sorry. I'm good on John Allen.
Yeah, he did have a sack.
First game
he
back.
Had a sack. He did have a sack.
No, it's his second game back, and he had a sack and then nothing.
Yeah. My stock up goes to De'Ami Brown, of course, for showing that he has a cannon as a lefty. And my stock down goes to, like I said, the whole defense first. I give the defense a hard time. I think they were playing soft. I think they were playing bend, don't break the whole time. So I give it to them. But as a fan, that's just so annoying, man, because you gave up so many yards in the first half to Trey Lance. I don't know. It's hard to give a stock down, but I'm going to give it to the defense. You gave yours to the offense, the defensive line. Phil, I'll just say defense large. You have any stock up, stock down?
Yeah, stock up the Giants for making our lives a lot easier.
Woo, woo. Trey Lance was 11 for 20, 125 in the first half.
Wow.
And we gave up 73 yards total rushing. Our running backs were garbage.
Straight butt.
We rushed for 9 for 30 for the running backs.
We tried outside run way too much.
9 for 30. Mariota and Daniels had 83 yards themselves. And then the rest of the backs were 9 for 30. Brian Robinson, 5 for 10.
I don't understand how every running back on the team has a higher yards per carry than Brian Robinson.
Dude, I'm telling you, the more I see it, the less I'm getting. Stock down, B-Rob.
Yeah, stock down fucking B-Rob, bro.
See, Marcus said it. Stock up Mariota, McLaurin, stock down B-Rob.
Yeah.
I mean.
Stock up is Quinn, Coach Quinn, 12 fucking wins. Hasn't been done since 1991 Tecmo Super Bowl days with Joey Gibbs and a Super Bowl winning Washington Redskins. I love this, dog. This is an awesome feeling to be 12 wins. None of my friends have talked shit to me all season, bro.
And what I love about it is a lot of the younger fans have never been alive to see a 12-win season. We barely been
alive to see a 20-win season.
But we've seen it. I was 11. I was 11 years old.
Yeah, I was
What about an 11-win season? When was our last 11-win season?
1991.
Before that,
Also,
okay, so I'll give you some history.
1991.
We had 10-win seasons in 2012 and
Yes.
2005, and in
Yes.
1999. We had 14 wins in 91. We had 10 wins in 90. We had 10 wins in 89. We had 11 wins in 87. We won the Super Bowl.
Yep,
We had
42-10.
12 wins in 86. Went to the
Word.
NFC Championship game.
Word.
We had 11 wins in 84. We went to the playoffs, and we should have been in the NFC Championship game, but that was one of the few times I'll say the refs screwed us. If you don't know, go back and watch the NFC Divisional with the Chicago Bears. And before that, we won 14 and 83, lost Super Bowl. Before that, strike sorting season, went 8-1 in a 9-game season, won the Super Bowl. Boom. History, folks.
Boom, boom. Gang,
Before
gang.
that, the last time we won in 11 games, dates back to the 14-game season. We won 11 in 1972, and we lost in the Super Bowl. So, there you go.
There you go. What about that 06 season? Was that 9-7? 9-7?
06, we were 5-11.
Or 05?
10-6.
10-6. There we go. 10-6. That was the season. That was the Jason K. That was when the
No. That was the
Brad
Mark Brunell
Johnson
year.
Mark Brunell. Oh,
The
yeah.
last time we won a playoff game.
That was Santana's year. Santana
Yeah.
had a monster year. Yeah.
Santana and that was Cooley's coming out year.
Yeah. Yep. It sure was. I do want to show real quick if you guys remember the post game. Let me see the post game. They're going to show it. Here it is. All right. We always love to watch the post games.
If you want to know how good, by the way, a lot of people, who are you young, if you want to know how good Joe Gibbs was, all right. In 82, we lost one game. It was a strike sorting season. If you count the playoffs and everything, we went 12-1. We went 14-2 in 83. We went 11-5 in 84. We went 10-6 in 85 and missed the playoffs. It was a 3-way tie for first, and we lost the tiebreaker. 12-4 in 86, 11-4 in 87. We used to win 10 games a year, automatic.
On 13 to 16 game schedule.
Yeah, we went 7-9 in 88, because everybody and their mother got hurt. But then 89, 10 wins, 90, 10 wins, 91, 14 wins, 92, 9 wins, but we went to the playoffs. It used to be an automatic thing, people. It used to be like you expected to win 10 games. Like, if you won 10 games, that was on the lower end of acceptable.
And we were in the playoffs every year, and you didn't make the playoffs. It was unacceptable to not make the playoffs.
And for those of us of our age, in your 40s now, like me, Steve, and Dev are, because we've already admitted that on this podcast. Like what you saw this year was typical. It was typical. It was what we were born into. So maybe that's why we have a different perspective on this. But it's like we know what it's like to year in, year out, all the time. Like what we did this year is what we expect to do.
Yep. Phil Bullock sent me a video the other day during the strike season. Did you know that we pulled our quarterback out of jail that year, Tony Robinson?
Yeah, that was for the third game against the
and then after the game, they didn't re-sign him and sent him right back to jail. He was convicted on drug charges.
Well, that's because that was the end of the strike too.
Yeah, it was. That was the reason why he did not make the full roster after the players came back, and we ended up going back to jail. But I didn't realize
we actually had a decent quarterback ahead of him in Ed Rubbert, and when Rubbert got hurt, Tony Robinson came in.
Robert got hurt. Never heard that before.
Yeah, so Tony Robinson came in, played a pretty decent game against the Cowboys team that was bringing back they had most of their starters, like they already crossed the picket line. Washington, despite what the guy over at Secret Base tries to say because he hates Washington, Washington was the only team in the 87 that nobody crossed the picket line. Nobody.
Nice.
Gibbs told him, "You do not. I will not bring you back. You stay unified as a team over there. We'll try to win you some games over here while y'all get this whole player strike figured out." He says, "But you do not cross that picket line."
And if you want to see the true story about that game, go watch the movie called The Replacements. It's an exact. I'm just kidding. 20 years later, it's kind of the same thing. They try to recreate it with the Washington Sentinels, but
it was inspired by. It was inspired by
in the spirit of the lockout. And Shane Falco is my hero. But hey, here's the post-game speech by Dan Quinn. These are always great. Let's check it out. Let's watch it together.
Awesome, man. You said we had to finish the fight.
Finish the fight.
We ain't never down. Hell no. All right, I got a couple game balls. First one, week 18, number 17, single season franchise.
Very. Even the players say Terry.
I got this one is for 18, and where you at, Oos? All right, hey. We got this Oos, that Oos. We got a whole team of Ooses. I got one more. Where's Tyler Rock?
Why did Tyler Rock get one? Why did Tyler Rock get one? Just because he filled in for Biotic as the long snapper playing center? You don't know why.
Maybe something happened. We got a hug, so something happened.
Take it on the road. All right. Our time.
I love the breakdown, dude. Love the breakdown.
They said today in the press conference that he announced the playoff captains, but he wouldn't announce them and tell us who they are.
All right, Indian Lake, Ohio, who is becoming one of my favorite commenters already.
Yeah.
Said that Terry's interview post-game explained that the quarterback needs to put the ball high. Talking about on that fade. Like the cookie jar at grandma's house. So grandma puts the cookie jar up high on the shelf so you can't steal it.
Yeah.
That's
funny though, coming from a shorter wide receiver, that he has that philosophy, because I love that.
He's but from receiver,
from a, compared to those big body wide receivers, normally 6 foot guys aren't your normal fade guys. It's usually like a taller dude. And then yeah, exactly. Remember, we used to have Scott Stotts, right? Right now we had Terry, we had Jahan. Who do we had? Terry, Jahan, and one other mini me.
Brown. It was Brown, wasn't it?
And Diami,
Diami's 5'11" or something. Like that.
They were all like 6 foot and below.
And we only had Sims.
Here it goes. Marcus said it. Tyler Ott family died and he flew in after the funeral. Okay.
Yeah, I figured a hug.
Got it. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Marcus. I missed that. Thank you so much.
Marcus on the beat.
Yeah.
But remember we had Steven Sims too, and he was like 5'9".
Brandon Banks.
Brandon Banks was.
I love that Brandon Banks.
Mini me's.
I love that Brandon Banks.
Friends are great. All right, real quick. You guys have it. You guys want to do good, bad, ugly, great? I don't know if it's worth going through the whole thing.
Giants.
No, we covered that.
All right. Game balls. Let's give away some Joy Taylor's.
Joy Taylor gets
Joy Taylor gets some game balls.
You get a ball. You get a bet.
All right. Phil, let's start with you, man. Let's do normal game balls. Those in the chat, give us game balls. Usually we try to do 1 offense, 1 defense, or special teams, but we split it up. 2 game balls. Your balls.
All right.
Go ahead and give
game ball. Kind of alternating back and forth on this, but I am going to give a game ball to Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Spark off the bench, 15 of 18, 161, 2 touchdowns. Passing, 1 touchdown rushing, is 5 rushes, 56 yards. Led the team in rushing. It's good to know that the offense doesn't change just because we change quarterbacks. We got a guy who can come in there and do the same things that Jaden does. And you know what? Look, Jaden had a rough outing, 6 of 12, 38 yards, took 4 sacks, did run 4 times, 27 yards. And look, Mariota took 2 sacks of his own. So despite the fact that our offensive line didn't do diddly poo to protect the quarterback, still Mariota got in there, got the ball out quick, got some, it did look like their defense didn't know how to play Mariota. They were a little like, what are we doing here? And that worked. I think that gave Mariota, he took the openings that Jane Daniels just didn't get. And he made the best of it. So Marcus Mariota gets my offensive game ball. Defensive.
Indian Lake said he won 2 games this year, Phil, and it was the game we all 3 of us got to go to, Carolina.
Marcus was
supposed to go. Carolina game, we were going to win that one anyway.
Marcus was supposed to go with me, by the way. He never did respond.
Now, my defensive game ball goes to Jeremy Chin. Jeremy Chin had a sack, quarterback hit, 13 tackles, 8 solo, 2 tackles for loss.
All right. 10 is also where George Taylor was taking those balls. On her chin.
Balls.
But I have one other guy that I could give the defensive game ball to, but I'm going to go Jeremy Chin because he just filled up the stat line.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going Mariota and you're going Chin. What about you, Dev?
You already picked Mariota. I'm going Cliff. Looked like he was doing some plays, some nice little play calls. The flea flicker that almost worked. Yep. The quarterback looked like read option that sealed the long touchdown drive for us. A couple of little plays. There's my game ball for offense. Defense. Going Sammer still came up with some nice plays, man. Some plays defended. By the way, excellent. My favorite draft pick after Jaden Daniels easily is Sammer still, man. That guy,
second rounder.
He could easily be defensive rookie of the year too if it wasn't for Quinion Mitchell.
Second rounder, Dev.
And he's also a Pro Bowl alternate.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Second rounder, Dev.
As a rookie, yeah, the second round curse. This is the year that all curses have been erased. 12 wins, quarterback, no sex allegations.
When that Hail Mary came, that was Snyder's spirit just
lifting away, right?
Leaving the building.
All of our stuff went to Rod and the Raiders. Like all the shit that usually happens to us.
Oh, Marcus said, Dev, I forgot I had to work. Message you, my bad. There you go.
See that, man?
Okay, so you're going Cliff and Mikey. Marcus says, offense, Marcus Mariota. Defense, Mike Samerstill made some plays. Special teams, Tyler Ott. Okay, Tim Callaway, Mariota, Samerstill, and Zane for making a kick. And Joy Taylor.
Man, she definitely came through with some.
Come get these balls, Joy.
She caught 2 of them. She caught at least 6 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Indian Lake, Marcus and Zane. Zane made his kicks. Hey, you know what?
You know what?
She got 6 balls.
I gotta mention this. Honorary game ball goes to my girlfriend because she actually predicted the score of this game and forgot to put it in the chat.
Don't count. Didn't count.
Don't count, but I'm going to give her credit because she predicts 23-19 every game.
I don't believe him.
She predicts 20-19 every game, and she didn't do it for this one, and we won.
Really? She's like one of those people that guess the same 3 numbers for lottery?
Yeah, pretty much. It's her.
So the scores we had recorded, I had 27-20. Phil, you had 34-16. Dev had 27-14. Tim had 31-13. Cody, Utah had 34-20. Yam had 28-20. Marcus had 34-10. Jim Sleazy 38-20. Tia had 30-26, and Santiago, who's not with us today, had 35-17. So there were some couple close ones, but Crystal should have put it in there, man. Should have put it in there. My game ball on offense goes to De'Ami Brown. Because let's be honest, it's slim pickings. He was 0 for 1 in the passing game. He had 1 rush for 8 yards in the running game, and he had 3 catches for 16 yards.
Yeah, he's Lancey in air like the Navy.
He is, man. He could have had a touchdown too, but OZ, man, I'm telling you, I got this Hal jersey. I want to put your name tape on the back. I thought you had Zacchaeus, but now you're just up to ZACC. You got to earn the HEUS, the rest of that word. I need to take Hal's name off. There is a company, by the way. Like I said, if you ever change jerseys, you can just buy the name tape. You just get it sewn on. So you don't got to buy a new jersey. Isn't that pretty cool?
Really?
Yeah. Etsy has a bunch.
Seedlin, by the way, points this out. Johnny Newton's played well this year. So if you want to talk about second-round curses, we had 2 good second-round picks this year.
That's right. Defensive side for me, I'm going to go Luvu. It would have been even better. He might have actually had the play of the game had he caught that interception that he just
and that sack at the end of the game. They kept him in the game.
Yep. So Luvu's my guy. He's getting my game ball.
Looked like he got hurt. Looked like he had some hard hit and came back.
And once the season ends, guys, we do an award show. It changes every year, but we'll give full grades on all these guys, and we want to get you guys involved in that too. So that'll be once the season's over.
The Moxie Awards.
Dev already gave his Glock Dookie Award away. I don't know if we have any other special tweets to read. I think I had a couple. I don't think they still are worth repeating. We kind of already hit them.
Joy Taylor.
For the yeah, we hit them like Joy Taylor. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, one thing, Mayor Bowser signed I will show
Yeah,
this.
she related to
Joe
King
Biden
Cooper.
signed the RFK bill today.
But I'm
She
still
related to King Cooper by any chance?
I'm still skeptical.
Sometimes.
Everyone's saying it's a lock. I still don't think the Commanders are going to go back to RFK.
I don't think so either.
They're going to stay at FedEx. I think this was a political thing to where we help DC secure the land. We'll have some equity in this new space, whatever you want to call it. It could be Commander Youth Football League field, whatever. But I still think we're going to go to Maryland because we own all the land at Northwest Field. So that shit's expensive.
I do think though that if the city comes up with the money, they may come back. Just because of the fact, we'll say this, logistically speaking, RFK is a better site. Because there is a Metro Rail stop at RFK.
100%.
There is not one at FedEx.
I'm not from y'all's area, but I think the issue when I hear it on the radio is that it probably serves the area better financially to turn that into a store and apartments because it will create jobs and more money. Because I think the plan that they have for a stadium would only put about 26 events in the city. So they were like, why would we risk taking a place out of there?
No.
They can have 100, 300 something events.
The first paragraph says it all, Dev. So it's a good day for DC when we finally have control of our own destiny at RFK. We're ready and optimistic about unlocking the full potential of this space with more than 170 acres of land, housing, economic opportunity, green space, recreation, sports. I think it's going to be exactly what that is. It's not going to be a football stadium.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be housing and stores and shit. It's not going to be because it makes more money. And the reason I was listening to a legislator talk about it, and he was like, hey man, I would like a stadium there too, but if they're telling me it's only going to be 30 something events, they were like, well, you can have concerts and stuff there. Well, we got two other stadiums. We got two other stadiums that have those in.
I'm going to tell you this.
All
right. There's going to be more events than that. I don't know where they're going with that.
Yeah, but the point is not cool to have an event there that you're just moving it from one to the other. It doesn't have the area to take an event out of the Wizard Stadium and put it there. You need to have something that has its own stuff there.
I don't think people remember there used to be events at RFK all the time. All right, big concerts,
soccer games, like all the international soccer games were there.
But they're doing those in the other two stadiums.
All these big stadium shows. All right, Metallica's playing Northwest Stadium in May.
But they're already playing at those stadiums. They're not going to play at two of them. Yeah, that's what he's saying.
They'll tear down Northwest Stadium. All right. So what you're going to do is that everything that's at Northwest goes to FedEx, or goes to not FedEx, but goes to RFK. Right. But also a lot of the DC festivals starting about HF Festival came back this year. Now they had it at Nats Park, right? But traditionally, HF Festival was always at either RFK. They had it in Baltimore at M&T Bank because they didn't want to do it at FedEx. But now they would, if they bring it because they wanted to do it in the city. Plus FedEx, I think there was an issue with that.
But that's what
they bring that back to. They bring that back to the RFK site. That's big. If they ever bring back Chili Cook-Off, that could be held at RFK. They bring back
where are those held now though?
At RFK.
Where are those held now? In the same area?
HF
that means it's the same money.
Came back to Nationals Park.
Right, but that's the same money. That's what he's saying. Like, everybody said, well, we could move this here to there, but it's the same money. It's not increasing the value by putting the same event that you already have in the area in the same area, just a different stadium. It's still the same money to them. Let's say you have to increase. That's still the same event. You know what I'm saying? So if you're saying you're only going to have 30-something new events.
If you build a state-of-the-art football stadium, you will get events.
They're going to have to do one that's over the 30, 40,000 or whatever they're going to do, though. They're going to have to, or 60,000. They're going to get $100,000 stadium like the Cowboys to do that, having Olympics and all that shit there. What they're doing now is not going to cut it. If you have 60,000 seats, that's not going to cut it.
Every DC 101 festival is at RFK.
Yeah, it's not going to cut it now.
They stopped doing a lot of these festivals. They didn't do them. They didn't move them.
How big was FedEx Field though?
It was 92 when it opened up.
They're talking about $60,000, 60.
Yeah, they wanted more intimate.
It down to 68.
But that's what I'm trying to say though. They're not gonna. Because of what the legislator said on TV when I was watching on y'all's little channel, they were like, man, if you're gonna give us 60,000 seats, it's not gonna financially. It's not worth it. We can make more money turning into stores and apartments than if you only have 30 events. Or put 60,000 seats.
I think they're done with RFK. I don't think it's
coming. I don't think it's happening either, man.
That's just me, though.
I hope so, though.
And she points out, like right now, DC 101 holds all their events up at Merriweather Post Pavilion right now. It's out of the way. The money's not in DC's pocket. Merriweather Post Pavilion's up in Columbia.
Yeah, but what's all the events? Like 30 events? It's 365
these all concerts and shit.
Well, and Jiffy Lube hosts a lot too.
Jiffy Lube's about to close, apparently.
What?
Yeah, apparently they're gonna wreck it and turn it into a data center, from what I'm hearing.
Oh. More money there probably than concerts.
But I mean, Jiffy Lube holds 25,000. You can move all those 25,000 seat concerts to a 60,000 seat stadium. But if you do it, you don't even need all 60,000 to hold that, because you can do it at one end of the stadium instead of doing it in the round. But you can do it at one end of the stadium. You use 40,000 seats. Boom, you can. There's a lot of stuff here, right?
Their argument is they don't want to move events. They don't want to just. That's not helping them money wise. One place for the other.
They can't do what's in that first paragraph and a stadium. It's physically impossible. So why would you even say that? Why would you even say that?
They got to come up. But here's the thing: a lot of events that have left DC will come back to DC in that spot because it's such a good spot for events, right? Bless you, Steve.
Thank you. Maybe it'll be a venue like you're saying, Phil, but just not that. Maybe a little bit smaller.
I mean, if you put, honestly, do you
like
know
a Merriweather or like a Jiffy Lube, but right there, call it whatever you want it. I mean,
you could, but I mean, you
general
could put
purpose
an amphitheater there if you wanted to. But I mean, realistically speaking, it's a great spot to have a stadium, right? Because it's already built for a stadium, right? The way that the street goes around the stadium, the way the metro stop is set up, right? And you have the Armory there. They used to hold events at the Armory all the damn time. They
still do, just not as many.
Yeah.
Kind of run down.
The Armory's is 10,000 seat stadium itself, right? WCW, for you old heads, used to run pay-per-views at the Armory.
Yeah, DC Armory was a Ticketmaster, place at the DC Armory. Come to the DC Armory.
It was a great venue.
They could have a George Taylor freak off at one.
Yep. Phil Bullock is behind. He's talking about extra coverage, but yeah, we got you.
I
am this news. My buddy Cortland, one of my favorite Twitch streamers. His Commanders youth team could wreck the Cowgirls right now.
but would Trevor Lance start for the Commanders youth team?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah. He's the worst quarterback in the NFL, bro.
Trey Lance,
for sure.
Worst.
Worst quarterback that started a game in the NFL.
Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz.
Definitely worse than Carson Wentz. Put those numbers up. Way worse.
Carson Wentz was 1 for 3 at halftime yesterday.
Yeah, they took none of the starters played though. None of them.
Now, I would like to, like I said, 170 acres is small for a large project. That's why I think the stadium's going to be it. I mean, what else are you going to put there in 170 acres, right? You got the footprint. You can build the stadium up. I really think that there's two stadiums that I think I would look at as a model in terms of size. Maximizing size, and shape, right? I like you. So you remember how the Dolphins revamped Joe Robbie Stadium into Hard Rock?
Mm-hmm.
And they put I like the look of that. All right, you could do something like that. Joe Robbie Stadium is not a huge stadium, but you could do something like if you can make a stadium an attractive place.
Did they tear that down? 400,000 people.
I just checked it. Hard Rock though. 250 acres. Like I think Indian Lake is.
That's all because they're spread out. They're going to spread out a piece of land.
Unless they come up with 100,000 seat stadium, man, I don't think it's happening there.
I think it's going to be sports feels like it is. It's going to be housing. It's going to exactly what it says it is.
They've been claiming they were going to do that 20 years ago. Hasn't happened.
I mean,
why is it now when our team is looking at a new stadium site? Now the city gets.
I don't think it can accommodate a modern stadium. What we see is a modern stadium with
not financially.
Look, architecture is with AI and everything else. You can build up.
You can build up. You don't have to build out. I get it, but
I don't think that's the problem. I just think financially.
Pittsburgh Pirates built PNC Park, right? And it holds almost 40,000 people, and you are the furthest away you are from the field because they built it up is 88 feet at the furthest away point in terms of seats.
Almost like straight up.
You can do this. You just gotta be a little more creative, and that creativity lends itself to different architectural designs and everything else, which makes it attractive. You can hold a Super Bowl if you put a dome over it. You can hold a WrestleMania.
You ain't hold no Super Bowl with 60,000 seats, bro. Never gonna happen. Never gonna have a Super Bowl.
Hold a WrestleMania there. You can hold, all these big events that like that.
You ain't holding no WrestleMania with 60,000 seats
there. All that.
You ain't even holding WrestleMania with 60,000 seats. Yeah. It's not gonna
happen.
happen. No
Harrison
way.
is getting him big egos.
These stadiums all the time. They don't
$60,000 seats.
They don't just do WrestleMania. Actually, I will say this:
$60,000.
the WWE does all their big four shows at big stadiums. So SummerSlam, they do that. They did SummerSlam down in Nashville.
Yeah, but 60,000 seats is in a big stadium.
60, 65. I'm saying 60 is a round number. 60, 65, whatever. You can still hold events like that. And it would be attractive because it's a brand new stadium.
Jay Martell said you could build that because I've been to PNC Park. So
I'm just saying,
he knows what I'm talking about.
If you'll never see a Super Bowl, an Olympic game, or a SummerSlam in a small ass 60,000 seat stadium.
They hold SummerSlam. Until 2 years ago, they were holding SummerSlams in 20,000 seat arenas.
I don't know. That statement from the mayor just gave too much away to me. Like, why would you say all that if it's not going to be an NFL field? Why wouldn't you just say it's going to be an NFL field? Like, why would you not say it's going to be?
All right. The minimum capacity for a stadium to host a Super Bowl is 70,000 seats.
Right. Ain't got that.
But that's actually an unofficial thing, right? There is no actual minimum capacity required, right? So the other things they look for, it has to be in a market that hosts an NFL team. It has to have necessary media and electrical amenities. Average game day temperature must be at least 70 degrees Fahrenheit. If you have a dome, you don't need that temperature requirement. The stadium must have comparable practice space for both teams. You definitely got that in this area. And the city chef space for the game day experience and NFL experience, the National Mall would be perfect. And city chef hotel spaces that equal 35% of the stadium's capacity. That's definitely the case. This is freaking DC. There's hotels everywhere.
Yeah, that's cool. But the thing is, there's no way they only sell 65,000 tickets to an NFL Super Bowl game, dog. There's no chance in hell the NFL's gonna leave another 40,000 seats of tickets at home because of what happened in DC.
Capital. The only reason we haven't done it yet is because we didn't have a dome over the stadium we had now. The only reason they didn't do it before was because RFK was already an old stadium.
And you know why they ain't gonna have it in the future? Because they only have 65,000 seats. That's gonna be the next thing you say. They're never gonna have it there if that happens. I'm letting you know it's not gonna happen. The NFL is about making money, dog.
In a brand new stadium in the nation's capital.
They'll throw that shit back in Vegas.
They would do that.
They'll throw that shit back in Vegas again if you have 65,000 seat stadium. They'll throw that shit back in Vegas again, bro.
Indian Lake has a good point. Like all these new fancy pants stadiums. Like, let's look at the new ones. So hold on, SoFi, right? SoFi Stadium.
Everybody keeps saying this, but the only stadium we've seen has 65,000 seats. Everybody
SoFi Stadium, the new Raiders Stadium, 298 acres. What's the Raiders Stadium? What's the Raiders Stadium
Madison Square Garden or some weak ass shit?
Hold on, but they put that on. I say SoFi is in LA.
What is it? Am I making that up though?
No, a lot of those stadiums too have the rolling field. That's why they need the extra space.
Oh, listen to this. Oh. Allegiant Stadium is only on 62 acres. But I don't think they have parking lots for like tailgating and stuff though, because it's right off the strip.
I think it's like in a building.
Yeah, I think they do not have parking lots.
And
that's a big thing. If they don't have,
but with the Metro runs 3 different lines through Stadium Armory.
No, it's just Blue Line, isn't it?
Blue, orange, and silver all run through that same stop there, Steve.
Yeah, but that's only like for commuting. And really, it's just the Blue Line, I think. But either way, it's a stop.
No, all of them stop there.
No, I think Phil's right. They could easily build the infrastructure for it. But the thing is, it's only 65,000.
You have to rebuild all of the interstate in the area. It's terrible as it stands right now.
Oh yeah, I'm right now. That interstate is the worst.
It does not work. You have to rebuild 295. You have to rebuild 395. You have to rebuild everything in that area if you want it to be full time. 70,000 people every Sunday. I'm just saying, it's more than just a stadium. It's an entire city.
295 doesn't need an upgrade.
It ain't going to be 70,000 seats either. Steve is 60.
Yes.
Hold on. 295s need an upgrade for 50.
It's been under construction for 30 years and it hasn't moved at all.
And it's still 55 miles an hour.
Yeah. Who owns the grounds around that 170 acres?
DC does now.
I think I should own 40 of those acres.
So here, How many acres is Northwest Field? Northwest Field is how many acres?
You got to think, Northwest Field was like the biggest outdoor stadium in the league when they first built it, right?
It was 190. So
right.
so 190 at Northwest and 170 at RFK.
And
how many seats does Northwest have?
Area around Northwest feels wasted.
But remember, Josh Harris says they want shopping centers, they want restaurants, they want hotels all around the stadium. I don't know if you're going to get that on 170 acres of unless you just build like a metropolis right around the stadium, which you could do, I guess. But I don't know.
How many seats does Northwest have? Like 47, 50 or something like that?
Northwest has
68.
It's
getting smaller and smaller. Like that's what the official numbers that Phil said, but it started out at 90. If you notice the upper bowl though, they keep
I remember it was almost near 100 whenever
it was like 91, 92. But
see, that's
either way,
you're building a smaller stadium. It makes I hate it, dog.
Well, remember, they also wanted a smaller stadium, so it could be like a Lambeau Field sellout every year.
I think it's
sort of thing.
Crazy. I think it's a horrible
idea. Why do you think RFK had a waiting list? Not just because the team was good. It was a 54,000 seat team or stadium. 54,500 is what RFK held.
FedEx sold out for a long time until they can start being crappy.
Well, they quote unquote sold out.
Yeah. I bet more than 50,000 people were there.
Indy Lake, can you build an underground shuttle connect stadium to the shopping? You could, like I said, you can get creative. The Boring Company, he has the Boring Company.
Yeah, all those tubes that they're starting to build in LA, but LA keeps screwing up.
You've seen Total Recall, right? Total Recall, everything underground.
I remember the three titty women on Total Recall.
3 metro lines that run under.
Episode about titties, actually.
There are 3 metro lines that run under RFK. You keep telling me you don't have the infrastructure? Oh, come on.
I think y'all got that.
WMATA would kill.
Y'all need
for that stadium because everybody would take the metro. They would get the air card prices would be the revenue to get off that would be insane.
But I think the fans who are fans now, who are season ticket holders now,
they all live in Virginia. They're going to come in on the metro.
They tailgate. I think they tailgate. Tailgating is so big now. If they can't accommodate that,
y'all's tailgating.
People are already like, I don't want to buy season tickets if I can't tailgate.
We can still tailgate.
I think the initial reports were that the tailgating would be extremely limiting or not at all.
Like we didn't tailgate at RFK.
We did, but the parking lots are way smaller is what I'm saying.
What's the difference between tailgates at RFK and what I saw when I went? I had fun.
Dude, I went to RFK when I was like 10. I couldn't tell you. And I took the metro.
Louisville's tailgate's a little better than Washington's, ain't gonna front. But and that's college. So colleges is probably all better.
College football, any college has a sizable football following will have great tailgates. Penn State has great tailgates.
Yeah, I bet Texas will be fucking unbelievable tailgates. I would love to check out one.
Texas high school games have unbelievable tailgates.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because a lot of those guys are bigger than NFL.
I mean, like I said, I think here's the thing. I understand the concerns because of the limits of the site, but I think we underestimate what you can do with that site. In making a modern stadium with modern amenities and a modern tailgating and everything else, because I think that a lot of people think that you need this big, vast, blah blah blah. You don't. That stadium, you get 65,000, maybe even 75,000 if you're really inventive building it up. The NFL would salivate to put a Super Bowl.
I'm just telling you, you can't deliver. You can't deliver a
experience and all that on a national mall. Phil,
I'm with you, but why would the mayor say this is going to be housing, economic opportunity, green space, recreation, sports, and more?
Why would the NFL commissioner short the fans of 40,000 seats ticket sales just to have it in DC? That sounds crazy.
There's something more at play. Maybe they don't want to move out of Virginia because they love their bigger stadium facility.
I think Washington needs a bigger stadium.
If they stay at Northwest Field and this is not RFK is not the new site, what is in it for the Commanders? Why did they push so hard for this to get transferred? Like this is a scratch my back, scratch your back.
I think politically they just used the Washington football team as posturing to get the deal.
It ain't politically. There's always something in return. What did the Commanders get out of that? What do the Commanders get out of this? If it's not a stadium.
I think it's amazing. I think it's possible. I think it's possible.
Did they move out of Ashburn?
They don't, dude. They don't want to leave that cushy Ashburn area.
Maybe they're trying to make the money.
Who in their right mind would leave Ashburn to come to the city?
But
not
maybe
a single damn person in their right mind.
Maybe they're trying to up the price.
Want to do it.
No,
maybe they're trying to up the money for getting a stadium in Ashburn. Maybe they're trying to get them to put more money into it somewhere else, man.
A stadium out in Ashburn would be terrible.
I don't know.
I don't
know. Lose the entire state of Maryland, because here's the thing: people in Maryland think that, well, it's okay for people in Virginia to commute here, but like hell, we're going to commute to go see this team. We'll just become Ravens fans. I'm from Maryland. I'm just like, yo, come on.
You think that'll happen?
No, I don't. I think they're practice facilities in Virginia. So it's either DC or Maryland. Virginia's out, dude. They couldn't even pass the Wizards in the Capital.
By the way, Louisville beat Virginia the other day.
Capital One. Yeah.
Hey,
Dev, I'm telling you, if the Ravens don't get at least the Super Bowl, I'm not sold on Lamar being the guy no more.
And you don't think so?
He's great. Don't get me wrong.
I'm almost equally liking Jaden. Guys, my guy. I'm a root. If they play each other, I'm rooting Jaden every time. I'm rooting Redskins over Lamar every time we play each other, bro. I just like Lamar doing well because from Louisville. I could give a fuck if the Ravens win any game.
Let me back up. Let me back up here.
0-20.
So Saturday night I went to the Wizards game after the Dallas game. Immediately got my coat on, got in the car.
Said hi to Mark.
I heard Mark. I was like, Mark.
He was on the floor.
But I will say this: Capital One, for all them talking about wanting to leave, Capital One is still a modern, great arena, right? And you can renovate stadiums on it, make them better. Northwest is already a better stadium than FedEx was 10 years ago. It is a better stadium. The money that's been put in.
I like to say, the first time I've seen it, I thought it was nice.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, Dev. You got to see it after some renovations. Some money got spent, right?
Yeah.
But
do you know what's crazy, Phil? They're going to drop $515 million into Capital One, and it's already kind of nice. 515.
How many seats are in Capital One?
I sat in section 108.
How many seats are in Capital One?
Low seats, right by one of the tunnels.
Yeah,
like on they had the Hennessy lofts on one side,
20,000.
Yeah.
All right, I was on the opposite side,
20,000.
But I was sitting in a similar area. It was the seats are great.
Here's some of the renderings. They want to redo all the insides, upper, new fresh concourses, new fancy pants.
Inside the Commander Stadium?
No, this is Capital One.
Capital One.
New players and family lounge, new locker rooms.
Look at all the places you're never going to get to see if you go there.
The Caps and the Wizards will have their own separate locker rooms, film room. There's an external one too, but yeah, man, pretty cool.
Here's the thing. Capital One is the only thing I don't like about Capital One is that it's Capital One. I wish it was another phone company because I like the fact that they used to name the stadium the phone booth.
What's in
so many telecom companies? It was Verizon Center, it was MCI Center.
Yep, MCI.
It was always a phone company that did it. So I always liked the fact.
Didn't it start out at US Air before it went to MCI? It was Capital One. No, it was US Air Arena.
US Air Arena is where the Cap Center. It used to be the Cap Center.
That's right.
Out of the Joy Taylor Dome. Everybody gets a dome. Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor Dome.
Yes.
And here's the thing. Like I said, I always point back to because you talk about other events you can have in the city. I always go back to pro wrestling because that pro wrestling is a moneymaker, right? Y'all realize that so many pro wrestling events been held in DC, right? The only thing they haven't held is a WrestleMania, but they've had SummerSlam, Survivor Series. WCW ran 5 straight Starcades at the phone booth, right? You can bring in stuff like that. You bring in your Monster Jams. You bring in your circuses. You bring in all. You can do all that downtown with the smaller stuff, but your bigger concerts and all that. Cap One's is not built to hold festivals.
Yeah.
Right. DC could use a lot of the tax revenue that comes from ticket sales to festivals. Right. I'm sure the city made a pretty penny when they put 30,000 in Nats Park for HF Festival, which HF Festival had been gone for 13 years.
First of all, what is that?
It's a big music festival. It used to be back when it was at RFK. it was the biggest music festival on the East Coast.
Is it rap or what kind?
No, it's like rock,
alternative rock.
Yeah,
but they also played a lot of like new.
We had a radio station here called WHFS, so it was the HF Festival. Run on.
So what happened was that the 930 Club bought the rights to the name, and they're bringing the festival back. 30,000 people were at Nats Park, and it was a good time. And it wasn't even like the most star-studded show they could put together, but I think the success of it will lead to future festivals. I would like to see it in a football stadium. I just think Nats Park is not built for concert stages.
Yeah.
Because it's just the way a baseball field sits, right? It's just doesn't lend itself to the atmosphere that you get at a festival at a football stadium.
Oh, right? I go to events here at the baseball field, and they block them shits off, man. They'll wall off the outfield or wall off the infield or whatever.
Well, that's what they kind of did, but there's a lot of dead space on the baseball field, right? Whereas if you see pictures of HF Festival at RFK, you'll let me get a picture.
I went to Star Night Festival. I went to Star Night Festival once, man. It's mostly rap and like hip hop, I guess they call it. And I did mushrooms for the first time. It was pretty dope. I felt like I hallucinated that I ate a huge marshmallow, man. I came to and my pillow was gone. So never again.
Here, this is a great picture. If I can get it to pull up. All right.
I don't know, man. Again, I don't think that anyone I don't think that it's conducive to making money to have a stadium that only fits 60,000 people. That's stupid.
That's what HF Festival looked like at RFK in 1996.
That's crazy.
All right.
Craziness.
They used to have up to 90,000 people.
Feels like I could just feel the coronavirus.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Remember, this wasn't seats. This was people stuffed on the field.
Exactly.
I thought that was Joy Taylor's waiting room.
By the way, I got the whole lineup for that show that you just saw. You know who the headliner was?
What year was it?
1996.
1996 headliner.
What kind of band is it?
We're just out. We're getting out of grunge.
I'm going to say Counting Crows.
No.
Creed.
No, we're not quite in Creed territory.
Matchbox 20.
Presidents of the United States of America.
Lump.
I don't know who that is.
And he had Goldfinger, No Doubt, Foo Fighters, Cracker, Afghan Wigs, Garbage, Jewel, Gin Blossom, Lush, Jawbucks, Gravity.
I never heard of any of these guys.
Jimmy's Chicken Shack, Everclear. These are all rock bands. That's why you don't know.
Any songs with black people in them?
No. Well, No Doubt had a black bassist.
Is he black or is he like black adjacent?
He's black. He used to fuck Gwen Stefani. That's what led to their. They had a 12 million selling album that was all breakup songs.
Yeah, have you ever listened to Living Color?
Yeah, I like the song. CM Punk, dog. Hey, on Guitar Hero, I was the man playing that shit. You didn't want to see me Guitar Hero on that or Rush, Tom Sawyer. You didn't want to see me, dog.
Yeah,
Modern Day Warrior.
Tremendous band.
Yep. All right, guys.
History. Rest in peace.
Do we got a government?
We're gonna be back Thursday evening.
Slapping the bass.
Slapping the bass. Airbase played up here. I know you noise the hair, but Airbase is up here. Phil, you're impersonating Phil Rudd.
Yeah, that's right. Paul Rudd. There you go.
Except for the fact that predates Paul Rudd. That whole
I guess that's true. We'll be back Thursday night to do some Tampa preview. We'll have Tampa Bay Buccaneers content creators on called the Buccaneers. Great group of guys. We'll have them on here. The screen will be a little more crowded, but we're going to talk about how our seasons have both evolved from.
And we'll share a link on our socials
tomorrow night.
So jump into that chat too.
Yeah, tomorrow night. If you support us tomorrow night, jump into the chat. It'll be on our Facebook, our Twitters. If it'll be there.
We'll try to simulcast here.
Yeah, we'll do it.
No promises.
Yes. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We're 12-5, headed to Tampa. It's a good time to be a Washington fan. It's it's house money, like we said. We'll be all right. Any parting words, fellas, before we close on out?
Joy Taylor.
Getting the balls everywhere.
I was waiting for the balls sound effect.
Balls.
There we go. All right, guys.
I'm gonna say this much. All right, I get to watch this playoff game, on a cruise ship, and I have unlimited drinks.
I hope your internet goes out. Jennifer.
I'm going to be the most insufferable bastard in the Caribbean. I will just celebrate. I will have such a big celebration. Yeah, so that's the other thing. I won't be here next week on the pod. So hopefully we win some playoff games so I can come back and talk more football with you instead of coming back to say, it was a great season.
Yeah, for real. We got this. Carry on. Let's carry on to the second week of playoff football. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. Straight up love, 100%. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. If you can make it tomorrow night, I don't know if it's going to be live or not, but either way, we'll share the video. I think it'll be live. And we'll see you then. If not, Thursday night with the Buccaneers, we'll be back. All right, guys. Love y'all. As always. Wait, a podcast without Phil. What the fuck? Yeah. We'll figure it out. You missed our live stream. We live streamed without Phil.
Paul Rudd's going to actually be here, guys. We won't tell anybody. I'm joking. Paul Rudd's not. I don't want to get sued by Paul Rudd.
Yes. Podcast without Phil. Yeah. Phil.
We have an AI version of Paul Rudd.
Phil is being taken to the Caribbean for his birthday.
There you go.
Phil's never been on a cruise before.
He's a kept man. He's like Stedman.
I am Stedman. I am. My girlfriend is Oprah, and I am Stedman.
That's right. She's like a white Oprah, though, which basically is just Oprah. Nah. I'm joking. By the way, I knew Joy Taylor.
He's in these comments. You know she watches the pod.
I know Joy Taylor wasn't, trustworthy anyways. Anytime a black chick gets her breast done with that flat ass, man, you know something ain't right. No one has an ass like that and gets their boobs done instead, bro. That's black. Nowhere in the world, bro. You can find one black woman with a flat chest, and a flat ass choose to get her chest done over her ass. It's not gonna happen nowhere in the world.
If you don't believe it, go look up that chick that tried to say that Revo was trying to fly her out.
Who? Oh yeah.
That girl had a BBL that required the entire nation of Brazil to lift it.
Oh yeah. Hey, you heard Kanye shut her ass at a swallow up of G-string, but up top, 2 bee stings. That's Kanye.
Yay. All right, guys, we out of here. We'll see you Thursday night, same bat time, same bat channel, 8:35 p.m. All right, peace and hail.
On the proof.
We out.